And most of the boats that go out that we've seen have seriously loud music, which is another reason why we thought we'd figure out if we could drive.
Don't worry about the cameras. Oh, baby.
We're Marianne and Chris. In 2018, we quit the 9-to-5 and bought Trudy, our camper van.
We are currently on an adventure to drive the circumference of the world.
You join us as we explore the east of Turkey.
With mystical lands, adventurous train rides, great wild camping spots, and interesting characters.
Good morning!
Morning!
What a place to wake up to! This was definitely a gem. This is the Euphrates River. We've heard so much about that when we were at school, but it is the Euphrates River. It is Western Asia's longest, or one of the longest rivers at 2,800 kilometers long. And together with the Tigris, these two rivers are what helped create Mesopotamia.
We actually plan to only stay here for maybe 1 or 2 days because obviously we have to stop and edit and work to produce the videos for you. But we loved it so much that we've been here 4 days.
We've got lots of videos made. It's all good. I mean, I just thought, why not park here rather than in the next city or somewhere in the middle of a noisy town? So yeah, we've been enjoying it. We're going to take you on a little walk around Halfeti, and this town has something a little bit special about it, so we're going to go and explore the town. So before we go, another thing's broken in Trudy. She's an old girl and things are going.
In fact, we probably haven't talked much about the fact that our van is slowly breaking. She's 17 years old and everything in her is original. So we have friends that are saying to us after 2 years their stuff's breaking in their van. So she's doing really well. But there are a few things that are starting to break, and we're going to be sharing with you soon some of the fixes that we make. Proper fixes. But until the proper fixes,
The fridge has not only died, as in it's not really working very well.
Very intermittent.
But the locking mechanism isn't working, which means when we drive around the corner, everything's going to go flying. So we're going to try and tape that button down right there, Marianne.
Right there.
Just so it stops it for the drive.
Beautiful.
There you go. That'll do the job. Right, let's hit the road. So we just spotted a rubbish bin. We notice a lot of people leave their rubbish, but here's a message. It takes no effort to bring your bag whilst you're driving past and put it in the bin. And if everyone did that, you'd keep your country looking as beautiful as it is. So another thing we spotted was there's actually a water tap here. Let me just move the guy's hose. We spotted this water tap, so we thought we'd fill up before we head to Gaziantep, because we're a little bit low. Get it while you find it. Not only is Halfeti a beautiful little town, it's famous for a couple of things. One of them being it grows a black rose called Karagül. I think I'm pronouncing that right in Turkish. It only grows in this region, and it's become so famous that they've even named a TV show and a perfume after it. Down by the marina and next to the water that we've just filled up from, there is a polytunnel here that you can come and have a look at the roses and see them growing here. So the roses, when they are growing, they're actually a really dark red color. They turn black when they're dried. So there's some drying here. It's definitely a thing in Halfeti, and it's a wonderful little polytunnel. You can come, see the roses growing, see some drying, and have a beautiful view of the river at the same time. Right, we're gonna go and park up in town, have a little walk around before heading to another thing that makes Halfeti a little bit unusual. So we've driven down just a little bit to the end of the marina. There's a big coach car park here because they get loads and loads of tourist buses coming. In fact, there's one that's just parked up here. You can see people going onto the boats. So back in 2001, on a big governmental project, they actually dammed the Euphrates River a little bit further downstream. That caused up here to flood. And the next town, the old part of Halfeti, most of it is underwater, and you can take a boat trip to go and have a look at that. That's one of the main things to do. And the water here is crystal clear. You can see fish in there. It's a really nice river. So before we hit the town, because our leisure batteries are dead, we got to put the solar panel on the roof so that we can charge the power bank while we're out. Because the main batteries of Trudi are just not holding charge. So we need to pick some more up when we arrive in Antalya. So this might get messy. Marianne's going to try and climb on the roof. And using me as a step ladder.
I've done it before.
Go on, love.
You're too high. Can you get down a bit?
I'm too high?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Last time I used your hand.
Right, we got you up there. People are going to think we're nuts. What? See how dusty the solar panels are?
Yeah, it's bad.
That's why you should always have access to the roof, whether it's through a hatch or up a ladder. And they're not hot, so we're not going to crack them. Good job. They are so dirty. I can't believe how dusty they are.
Oh no.
That's got to help.
Gotta help.
Okay, so we've parked up and the solar's on the roof. Another coach party's just arrived, so we're quickly frog marching to the other side of town. It's a lovely day again. It's always sunny here in the southeast of Turkey.
It must be good because there's so many tourists.
Exactly. There's more tourists here than I've seen. So if you do want to take a boat trip, just head on down to the marina, just down on the river frontage here. We're just walking along the riverfront here, and they've got tables for picnics and things, and I just love how there's just chickens randomly walking and enjoying the town as well. So all the way along the riverfront here, there's lots of wonderful restaurants that sell kebabs and fish. We actually went to one of the restaurants.
Oh, we went on a date night. We went on a nice quiet date night, didn't we?
We did. It didn't quite go according to plan because we went to the restaurant, we ordered the food, and then the band started.
Oh yes.
And although the band started, it was a little bit loud. It kind of sounded something a bit like this. Another reason why I'm not taking the boat is because I don't know whether you can hear how loud that music is. But when you have such a peaceful, picturesque, relaxing boat experience, why blast the music? But they do. And most of the boats that go out that we've seen have seriously loud music, which is another reason why we thought we'd figure out if we could drive.
Don't worry about the cameras. Oh, baby.
Oh God, that hurts.
We got to the bench, just a foot away. There's a big hole there. There's not just potholes.
I was walking and There's a hole here. Of course, I was looking at the camera and I've just twisted my ankle. I just need to give myself a minute just to see. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the moral of that story is watch where you're walking when you are filming. My own stupid fault. But there you go. I think I'm okay. I might be hobbling a little bit today, but I'm just going to slowly. It's not going to spoil the day.
I'm being the grown-up now. I'm being the responsible one. Makes a change, don't tell anyone. We're gonna go and have a breakfast now, rather than filming the town and then going to have breakfast, because then I'm going to take Christopher back to the van, back to our home Trudy, give him some drugs, and we're gonna drive to wherever it is that we're gonna film, because he's hobbling and pretending to be like everything's fine, but he's hobbling good and proper. So we're gonna go and take you for breakfast.
So we've come down to the first restaurant here. Oh. Okay, steps hurt my leg. Oh, steps, and I've just worked out steps are not good.
It's all the excitement.
But this is nice. Look at this.
Wow.
Breakfast has arrived. Tissues are there.
Now this breakfast is 40 TL each.
Oh,
They're
looks
about
lovely.
the same price all the way along.
Okay, so a quick rundown of our breakfast. Another big breakfast. Honey, eggy bread, eggs, chips, bread, olives, ham, salad, jam, cheese, cream, cheese, deep fried cheese sticks, sausages, aubergines, some more honey, some more jam, and a cat.
I love it.
And what a view. Look at this view. You can see the boats coming in and out here. It's absolutely lovely. This is the town of Halfeti that you can see behind us. The new one, the old sunken one, is on the other side of that hill.
I'm just putting the camera over the edge of where we're having breakfast, and there's loads and loads of fish. I don't even know if the camera will pick them up.
We've got a couple of ducks come to say hello. Okay, so today's not really going according to plan. We've hobbled, or I've hobbled back to Trudy, but I can't really walk on my ankle at the moment. So we're admitting defeat here in Halfeti, and it's a shame that we're not going to be able to go and do what we wanted to do.
Some things just don't go according to plan.
It's not meant to be. So we're going to drive an hour and a half to Gaziantep, park up. I'm going to put my foot up for the afternoon and rest it. I've taken some painkillers, and then hopefully tomorrow or the next day we'll be able to go and film Gaziantep. So watch this space. So just to confuse you, the really big town that we're driving through now is actually also called Halfeti, but it's a different Halfeti. So if you do come here, check out the one by the river.
By the marina! Woohoo!
So we're just passing the dam. That is the dam that caused Halfeti to flood. That's a huge dam. Look at the size of that. We're just arriving into Gaziantep. We think we found a park up down in the city centre, so we're going to go and try and find that. We were just saying that driving west, I'm sat in the sun, and you could do with some suntan lotion, but it's quite hard to find suntan lotion here in the east of Turkey. But also, even in the west of Turkey, it's super expensive. So yeah, if you are coming here on holiday, bring your suntan lotion with you. Don't think it's cheaper to buy it out here.
In 100 meters, turn right onto Servini Kami Sakak.
So the car park we were trying is full, so we're going to go and look and see if we can find somewhere else to park. But one thing's for sure, it's busy and we can't find parking at the moment.
We've actually broken our own rule, which is get into a park spot in the morning or in the evening, and we're trying to do it in midday.
Yeah, if we'd parked and it's a little bit chaotic. Okay, we found this little park up. Not really ideal, but it's in the city.
And it's in the sun.
The ankle is very swollen.
Now you know what pregnant women go through. Well,
so we're gonna end the video here at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed in the next day it gets better and we can explore Gaziantep. Watch this space and we will see you on the next episode. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. We're gonna have a wander. We're gonna take, no, 3, 2, 1. There's the castle. We're down in the centre now. Yeah, all the way around. My side, my side, my side. That's left, Marianne, down there. It's a huge jam. Did I just say jam?
You just said jam.
I just said jam. Cut that one.